Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and now that my 3 informative videos are done for the day, because it was Q&A day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And I just got done watching a video and thought I would talk about it a little bit. I may not stay on topic, but I'm going to talk about it. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. I have not gotten around to watching this video till today. I've had a really busy last few days. As you guys know, I am trying to get my raw beltless squat back up over 500 pounds. So I'm doing a lot of training, a lot of sleeping. Been really busy with all of that between trying to make videos and get all of that done. But I got in a car wreck this week. Brittany and I got rear-ended. Yes, this is the 3rd time my Ford Focus has been rear-ended. Of course, so far I haven't had to pay anything because the insurance and the other people have paid for it every time, and I've been rear-ended while sitting still in traffic. I don't know, the car's just bad luck. Yes, we're okay. Brittany's neck and stuff hurts a little bit, but she's okay, doesn't need medical care. I'm fine. I hit heavy squats and deadlifts this morning. Got up at 4 a.m., did my max effort squat and deadlift day, so everything was fine. I'm completely uninjured. Again, training goes a long way. Having a strong neck and a strong back makes you harder to kill. Fact. That is a fact right there. So I haven't had time to watch this video. I've been meaning to get to it because I had several people ask me, because yeah, I've been interacting a bit with MacTrucc, and I haven't got around to watching the video with him and the Viking. Well, they talked a little bit about 5% and Chanel and all of that, and I thought that was interesting. And it is interesting because, you know, I've kind of kept some of this on the down low, because a lot of people haven't talked about the stuff with Chanel. They're just like, well, we know it was fake, and a lot of people are feeling bad for it. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. You know, they brought up some good points. They brought up some good points, and I'm going to get to some other points in a minute. Yeah, they know it was fake, and every woman who watches it knows it's fake. And yeah, back when she made that video, I sat down and had a group of girls over because Brittany is a hair and makeup artist, does special effects. I told them the backstory. I said, watch this video. I'll tell you guys in a minute what those women all thought. And that's interesting. They all kind of had the same opinion on her. A group of models sitting around had the same opinion on her. But they said, you know, it was fake, and he didn't love her. He used her. She loved him. He used her. Worked her like a dog. Didn't care about her. She was convenient. He admitted that. He kept her around because he could work her. She would get work done for him. He made money off of her. But he never loved her. He loved Sarah in whatever way that he was capable. And you guys know I'm not a big Rich Piana fan. Again, the guy's dead. There's no point beating a dead horse. As far as, you know, trying to destroy a dead man's legacy. But no, I'm not a fan. And it just has to do with the way he treated people. I don't like the way he treated women. I don't like the way he hit a handicapped person. I just don't like it. But, you know, it doesn't matter because the guy's not here. Not like you can punish a dead person. All right, no point in beating that into the ground. So we don't need to go all there. But it is relevant because this involves Chanel. But yeah, he didn't love her. He broke up with her, married Sarah, then got back with her when it was convenient because he could still use her, right? She knew that. She knew that, and it was all fake. She was along for the ride. But you know, here's the thing that's interesting. She cried, and she stayed with him. Stayed with him, laid by his side through all of this. Makes you wonder. She sure did stay close while he was in that coma. And that was the thing. You know, she says she tried to resuscitate him. Paramedics found him sitting upright in the bathroom still. Now, how are you going to do compressions on somebody who is sitting upright? You sure she tried to resuscitate him? All I'm going to say is that doesn't add up. Did she pick his 300-pound ass back up and sit him upright after she tried to resuscitate him? Because you do compressions on somebody, they need to be on the ground. He's a big dude. Was a big dude, right? He did her pretty dirty. And those were some fake tears. Those are the tears of a sociopath. And I know a sociopath when I see one. All about that. So, some fake tears. Claims she tried to resuscitate him. No, he did her wrong. He broke her heart. Now, I told a group of girls who watched this video, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, not saying it's fact, I'm simply saying what their impression was. I told them, yeah, was his girlfriend. He was with her. She worked for him, did all this work for him. They broke up, and he ran off and married some woman shortly after he met her, a woman from Iceland, who, you know, they had an abusive relationship, and they separated. And after they separated and he hopped over to Florida, he got back with this girl. And he overdosed on drugs. And then she was trying to cut his hair, and he passed out and died. And they're watching the video. They said, wait a minute, he did her like that, and she got back with him, and he died right there? Like, yeah. One of those girls goes, that bitch killed him. Well, one of them chimed in and said, yeah, she did. I would have killed him too. I'd have done it like that also. They were all in agreement that they all would have killed him. That they would have got back with him. Tells you something about women, guys. Something about a scorned woman. They all agreed that if they were her, they would have got back with him just to kill him, and they would have done it. Now, maybe she's not as vindictive as those women are. But that sure was powerful that all three women watching it were all in agreement that they would have killed him and that he should have died. That he did them that way, he'd have been a dead man too. And they'd have been dumb to turn their back, to take any of them back and then turn their back on him and give them an opportunity. Because they would have took it. You need to be careful about how you burn chicks and how you treat women you're with. I'm just saying. It's not just about being a gentleman. When I say, guys, you need to treat women a certain way. Yeah, it's partially about being a gentleman. It's also because women are vindictive. All right? This is a valuable lesson for you young men. A valuable lesson for you young men. You better be careful how you do these women. And when you burn one, you might want to rethink getting back with them. Because those were some very, very fake tears. That was an act going on. Now, I'm not saying what these women say is necessarily true, because that's just saying what they would have done. But, think she tried that hard to bring him back? Think she tried that hard? He was still upright. He wasn't laying on the ground. And that was a fake act. And these guys are right. He didn't love her. And she knew he didn't love her. And she went on and on about how she had dreamed of being married to him and having kids with him. He ran off and married another chick and then got back with her. That man never loved her. Never had any intention of marrying her. And she knew that. Maybe she really did dream. Maybe she was in love with him. But she did put on one hell of a fake act, didn't she? Now, none of us will ever know the truth of the matter. And to be honest, I don't particularly care. But I wanted to talk about that because that's what popped in my head. I watched their video and they talked about the fakeness. And that's what popped back in my head because I hadn't really discussed that. I've never discussed that. And I may not bring it up again. But it's just an interesting observation because these guys said, have any woman watch and tell you what they think. I had 3 women watch it. And they all came to an interesting conclusion. Now, like I said, doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean that's what happened. But you know what, guys? Maybe you could all learn something from this. This is a valuable lesson for you young men out there. If you're going to do a chick dirty, you're going to do her wrong, you probably don't want to turn your back on her later. Probably not a good idea. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.